here we are, folks. This is it. This is how PvP ends it. So y'all see we have 8 hours left. It restarted at 3:30 in the morning. I won't be playing until 3:30. I promise you that much. So, so this is I'm kind of on my last set of tiles that I'm picking up. I might take an extra 6 or a 7 around my base as my last little thing. But let's go over how did PvP do. You know what I kind of improved upon last season. And y'all definitely get a better grasp. Kind of just going off of memory right now. Number one, we never failed a tile this time around. As y'all saw, I mentioned in the last video, I failed my first 4 and my first 5. So going this time around, though, what I mainly focused on of and I got up to 3rd place in the ranking. Y'all saw I was at 9 last season, and I definitely did a lot better. So I'm at 9,200 faction value, ending it out here. And this will change. This changes, quickly. But we were able to stay for the first 40 hours. Stay within the top 10. We're ending it out at rank 3, about pretty much where I'm going to finish out at. What I definitely stayed true to was all S's on compatibility. So that was the main thing there. I did not play around with any of the A's. Like how I did last time. I had 2 A archers and Tachibana. Definitely just stuck to doing S on my heroes. I took a lot less losses having a lot more powered up heroes. I was able to, on every single hero on my starting team, level 36s, all of them were 10. Every single skill on them was 10. So I had a lot of skill XP saved up. Burned all of my purples and blues for gold. Y'all saw at the beginning of the video, I burned them all for gold. So good stuff there. I kept drafting pretty much all the way through. And I say that, and I apparently forgot to draft 5 minutes ago. But kept up my drafting all the way through. I saved my orders for I saved everything but 2 orders y'all saw in the beginning just to get Mowgli in the team. So that's what I did there. Was I got Mowgli in the team. Sorry, I am literally tired. I've been playing this for far too long. So definitely the biggest thing I did, I kept to my 14 crown cost. Y'all saw the abilities I used. I had enough silver in the bank to fully deck out traits. They added in this 3rd trait. I don't like how you have to use golds. I don't mind it in the 3rd season, but for free-to-play players, y'all seen what I've pulled. I have a lot of extra cards. It's fine for me, but for free-to-play players or just the monthlies, I don't really like that. That's 4 gold heroes that you have to use now to max out. And y'all know the meta is going to advance, right? That's something else you got to keep up with. So, they do a good job of you getting at least a sacrificial hero. You get 2 free golds at the start of the season. So, as long as you just play and do your achievements, you do get 2 golds. And this past season, they gave you, as you saw, they gave you a chance to get all Season 2 cards. And Richard. So they give you a good sort of assessment. You do have some of the lower tier heroes in there, which they weren't, but you had that going for you as well. So a lot of good things there. And monthly you do get a sacrificial hero. So definitely my best start of the season yet. Without a doubt. This is the best of the best players. I will run through quickly what people are using in the arena, because you get to see what other people started with. So let's go into the arena. Let's take a look at what people used real quick. Quick thoughts on them. Definitely something unique. Mr. Black's team is definitely interesting. And let's look at the 2 people that are above me in the ranking board. So it's Mr. Black and it's Lee. So let's look at what they started with. Let's see what I was up against. I was up against the Charlotte, Main, John, and Hammurabi. Interesting team. I gotta admit that caught me way out of left field, thinking that someone would start this. I mean, it genuinely did. I was thinking more along the lines of, Caesar Charlemagne was what people would be starting with if they had the perfect setup. But Hammurabi being completely, completely uh, command based, right? You don't actually have to even worry about his rating right here because all he's doing in the battle is just providing over buffs to Charlemagne. Joan of Arc, she's in a similar boat of heaven's blessing, justice, and rescue. It's not really that big of a deal. All your damage outputs on Charlemagne. A very unique team. I got to give you props. That's a very unique team. I think I saw McAllen using this as well, same setup. Um, this was definitely a little bit more the interesting one. This is I wasn't the biggest fan of the Alkami start, as y'all saw in my video. He's just an A ranking. I think if he was S here, I think he'd be a whole lot better. Good starting team. This is 15. Um, you just get a little bit later start on leveling up your heroes, but that's mainly my opinion. This right here, Charlemagne, Charles, Alchemil. Um, I definitely got up to Town Hall, the Town Hall that you can use 15, which is where that Hammurabi team comes in, right? You can use a few more crowns there. So he over here he got up to 16, and he's using that. So definitely some unique setups coming out. I did see someone using, not a surprise there, Caesar Charlemagne, um, or Ninimus. Most people are throwing in Alchemil on their teams now because they're getting up to that. But you are getting a good idea about what people started with. Um, that's a solid team right there. Not too far from what we started with. This team, I love it, man. He did it. He started it out. He did a, not to sit here and say I gave him the idea to do this, but this is exactly what I was talking about whenever I made my starting list heroes team. Excellent starting team. He's using Roman Legion. I would maybe try and see how Yamato Samurai would do with the dodge, but the Roman Legion I think is a very good thing for Devastating Beauty as well. It's a great starting skill. Violent Duel on Glacier, I knew it was going to be good. Swift Sword Long Glacier, then Fearful Enemy, he definitely put some tactical on there. I just love looking at some of the starting teams. I think he started the same thing. Caesar Charlemagne, that's a pretty fair start. Bjorn and Richard, definitely a unique team. I like seeing that. That's a unique team. Another Caesar, Richard, Charlemagne, Charles, and pretty much just throw in for Peerless Brilliance. Zhang and Bakui, um, another Caesar, Charlemagne. Actually, the exact same thing we did. The exact same thing we did. So Stealth Charge, Stab, Revolt, Cavalry, Rama's Might, Surprise Strike. Yep. Good deal. Good deal. He probably watched my video. Fair start right here as well, using Jamuka, Mungali Subtwee. Just weak on that B right there. So I think I was thinking of. But a lot of the teams, though, what y'all see is the starting teams definitely Charlemagne strong here in season 3 starting. Subtwai, very obvious. Same thing with Mugali. 11 crown cost, very strong start there. I do think next season, I will just immediately go to the next town hall, and I will start because y'all saw me start with Tachibana and Subtwee. I think next season what I'll do is I'll start with Subtwee immediately, advance into the next town hall right away, and get 11, and then immediately use Unga. I think that was a slight improvement that I can make. Throw on the troop skill and off to the money. So let's look at the rankings of all the guilds real quick. SARS, one that I'm in, is third. We got Hellraisers second. Battle Angels. I saw this name, and there's a few people who know where this came from. Um, but yeah, much respect for that name. Someone stole the red handbands name. I don't know where it's at, but I think it's down here. Yeah, someone stole someone stole their name. Feel bad for them. You know, so as y'all see, Conquerors disbanded. Same thing with Heavenly Rise. You know, it was a merger there. They went over to Battle Angels. Shameless, I know, is the secondary for SARS. Party of Sundown. I don't know a lot of these, but yeah. But that's all I kind of want to talk about. You know, the new heroes. I'll break them down in another video. And I always thought the Japanese needed a lot of help, and you know, now seeing that there's Takugawa, Toyama, uh, Hideyoshi, I think that's it. Hattori, I gotta admit, he was. I don't know about him. I don't know about him. Maybe, maybe, but yeah. So I do think he will be useful. Warlord's Might. I could definitely see this becoming pretty good. High activation rate, large amount of damage, instant active, and confusion. So I do think he's a lot better than Bertrand. I'll tell you that much. If we're looking at a cavalry active that does CC, he's definitely gonna be a lot better. Without further ado, guys, I won't keep you any longer. It's probably already gonna be a long video as it is. I'm gonna break it down as much as I can. But I hope your season was good. I hope this kind of gives you an idea about how I played. Hopefully, it can help y'all in the future with building your starting teams and getting off to a good start. Um, Without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.